In this video, I'm going to talk about different stages when it comes to driving. So, theory, booking your lessons, whilst learning and before your test date, and then what happens on your test date and what you should prepare for.
Explain myself. You said you cared for me, said you cared for me, you said you cared for me, give to me. Why won't you give to me? You said you cared for me, said you cared for me, you said you cared for me, give to me. Why won't you give to me? You said you cared for me, said you cared for me.
1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. Amen.
Hey guys, welcome back to Queens and Roses channel. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. And if you're not, welcome back. Okay guys, today I got some good news. A couple days ago, I passed my driving test. And I'm so happy, haven't got to think about that anymore. So you know what, then I put it on my Snapchat like a couple hours after I did my test, and I got a lot of messages, people congratulating me and some people asking loads of questions, and a lot of people were telling me, can you do a video on this, because I was able to pass my test first time in a month, and it's quite a quick, you know, time to learn and pass. So I was just like, yeah, totally. There's a lot of people that want advice or they need help in certain areas. So in this video, I'm going to talk about different stages when it comes to driving. So if you've like done bits of your driving already, you can skip to a certain number. So I'm going to be talking about, sorry, my notes are on my phone. There's 4 parts to it. So yeah, if you've done your theory, you can skip to this bit. If you've booked your lessons, you can skip to this bit. And if you've already learnt and your test dates come in, you can skip to this bit. Okay, so let's get into it. So first, if you haven't done your theory, one thing that I would advise you guys to do is download the official DVSA theory test kit. It helps, guys. I literally booked my test 3 weeks in advance, and all I did was just go on the app. It has like a revision section and a test section, and then I think it has like a proper mock test. So revision, test, revision, and then it also has a hazard perception bit on it as well. So literally back and forth, and it wasn't a thing where I was like, yeah, I'm revising for my theory. It wasn't a thing like, yeah, I'm revising for my theory, it's just like when I had free time, like I'm on the bus, okay, let me revise. I'm on the coach going back to London, let me revise, you get what I mean? So just when I had free time. So don't make it like a big deal, like, oh yeah, I've got to revise my theory maybe the day before, like to do like give time to it as much. But when it's come in, you don't need to like revise like 24/7. It's not that deep, if you know what I mean. Okay, so what else? I can't remember how much it is, the app, but I know it's under £5, and it's actually worth it, because the other apps, yeah, I downloaded them at first. You have to still make in-app purchases, and there's so much things that you have to buy in the app, so there's no point. And this is the people who actually do the test. Why not just download their app, if you get what I mean? Like guys, I'm not even trying to stretch it or make it seem little as it is, but the test is, can't speak. The test isn't hard, like I promise you. It's actually, I meant to say easy, but it's kind of basic. All you really need to do is revise. Like a lot of people fail the theory test because others tell them it's easy, so they feel like, why do I need to practice? But then they deep, okay, no, I actually have to revise things, and then it's going to be okay. So if you revise, it's actually so simple. I was even shocked. I was thinking, oh, I got that high, okay, like, do you know what I mean? Because it's actually similar as the app, so why not just revise on the app and just pass first time and not have to do it again? I was so happy. I was like, I'm not coming back here. I deleted the app ASAP. Okay, so that's all the theory talk done out of the way. So booking your lessons. In regards to me, I did an intensive course. So with intensive, it's just like you do it in a short amount of time, and you just like do a lot of lessons. Like, I thought my notes deleted, I was about to cry. Okay, yeah, you just go back to back. So if you're someone that can like firm a lot of pressure, or you just want to get it out of the way, I initially planned to do it during summer, but I didn't want it to be a thing where as I'm learning, money's coming out, oh, learning, money, like everyone was like, oh, driving lessons are so expensive, So what I did was literally through summer, I worked, I saved some money, thanks to my dad also helped me. Love you, daddy. But yeah, saved some money, put it all together, and then I just did all my lessons in one go. So yeah, I did like a big block 30-hour intensive course, which was intense. Oh yeah, also with my intensive course, shout out to Leicester Learner Driving School. That's who I learned with. I learned with the manager, I think, Shaquille. But yeah, he's so amazing. He's really, really good. And the first conversation I had with him, he was just like, £600, I would love to have it in my pocket, but what is £600 to you, just losing it, if you do the intensive course and then 3 weeks after your test comes? Like, he told me, book your test first and then we'll use that as our deadline to learn how to drive. Do you get? So I think it was like late September, I booked my test for the 31st of October, and we had 4 weeks until the 31st of October, and that was our deadline. Every lesson of mine was 2 hours. I'd actually advise to do 2 hours, regardless of if your course is intensive or if you're just driving now and then, because 2 hours, it might seem long, but when it comes to your test date, the 40 minutes will go so quick because you're used to driving for 2 hours. But yeah, I personally think that intensive courses are really, really good because everything is in your mind. Like, you just learn freshly. It's like when you're doing when you got an exam, you're not going to start revising a year before, are you? You're going to like start revising soon into the date. So that's basically what I kind of did with my driving test, and it worked best for me. Oh, obviously an intensive course might not be the best for everyone. Like, not everyone can like doing a crash course because it is intense. If you know you can't like withstand all that pressure and just you don't have time as well, that's another thing, then don't do it. Obviously, if you can only fit a certain amount of hours a week to learn, then that's what you can fit. Not that much has come through now, but now it has come through now, so I'm happy I've done it and got it out the way. Do you get? I think that's it in terms of booking your course, but I feel like if you're a new driver, 30 to 40 hours is fine. So that's all done. Okay, so whilst you're learning the things that you need to do, I know when I was telling my friends, they were like, oh, I never did this, I never did that. Like, people don't normally do this, but my instructor told me to do it, and it was so helpful. Guys, watch videos. YouTube, like what I'm doing right now, telling you guys what to do, I watched loads of video like this. So I was watching videos where people were talking about their experience, people were giving advice. I was watching videos of like how to forward bay park, how to clutch control, stuff like that. I was watching that all the time, and yeah, those kind of videos are really, really helpful. So don't just leave your driving to your driving. I'm so sorry, but learning manual in like a month, it's not easy. So I was watching like loads of clutch control, biting point videos. So yeah, they're really important. What else is there? Another reason why videos are good, say now like I don't really understand like going up in gears and stuff, and my instructor just told me, oh Mariam, when you get home watch those kind of videos. If I don't watch it, then the next lesson I'll still be making the same mistakes and we'll have to go over it. But if I go and watch it and I understand it, then it's probably like 5 minutes of the lesson instead of 30 minutes of the lesson, and it helps you in terms of your money, because if you spend your time learning something, you're not wasting more time trying to remember how to do it because you already watched a video on it. I hope that made sense because I was like talking bears. But yeah, that's it basically. My instructor, I'm so grateful. I didn't have no bad experiences with him. He was really, really good. I heard people saying the instructors were bad. That's another reason that I hear people are doing their lessons for a long time, because they find out that their instructor's bad and they need to go to another. So yeah, shout out to Leicester Learner Driving School once again, because Shaquille was amazing. Guys, printouts! These are so useful, like, oh my gosh. So say now I did this roundabout, yeah, this roundabout looks mad, yeah. Say I did this and I did it wrong, and it's in the car with me and my instructor. We'll park near it and he'll tell me, okay, this is where you're supposed to go, this is what you did wrong. And it's really helpful because it makes you realise things better and visualise things better. Do as much as you can so you can just get it out the way. That's what I say. Oh, that rhyme. Do as much as you can so you can get it out of the way. That's what I say. That's what I say. Okay. Okay, so before your test, make sure, you know how I said about videos, watch like mock test videos online, watch why people fail online. I know it's a bit daunting, but you have to learn why people fail so you don't make those mistakes. So last but not least, guys, your test date. Make sure you have your provisional and your certificate. If you don't have your provisional, you failed, you're going back home, book another test, that's it. Like, that's really it. Sorry. If you wear glasses, do not forget your glasses at home because they will tell you to read a number plate from 20 meters away. Don't be nervous, guys. When I say coming up to the test, nerves are trying to kick in, and I was like, no, not today, and not today. Like, I'm gonna be confident. Like, I literally was listening to gospel all night, all morning. I was saying Pastor Chris faith proclamations. So when I was in the test, I was driving so smoothly. I wasn't like, my hands weren't shaking. Normal me that my hands would be shaking in my lessons. My hands weren't shaking in my test. So I was ever so grateful for that. Guys, another thing is mirrors, and observation. So whenever you stop, whenever you want to change gears, when you want to slow down gears, when you want to like stop at a junction, when you're at a roundabout, guys, force it. When they tell you turn left, when they tell you move off, when they tell you do this maneuver, wait, I just shaked. When they tell you, yeah, please just look at your mirrors, like be over the top, like like do all of that, like actually do it. Don't even just do don't do that, because how are they supposed to see? Like they've got like, this is what they've got in front of them. So this is a sheet that they're marking whilst they're next to you. So when they're doing that, do you think they can see that your eyes are moving like that? No, you move your whole head. Do this, do that, like do the most, because you don't want to fail because you didn't look at your mirrors, but you drove amazingly. What's the point? Like, what is the actual point? Don't rush. You have 40 minutes. With me, the 40 minutes went so quick. Like, you have this 40 minutes to prove to this person that you can drive. Also, guys, if you make any mistakes on your test, don't panic. Like, I hit the curb just a little bit and I was like, ooh! And I was like, hey, no, don't stress. Like, it could be a minor. Also, yeah, in your test, you're allowed to have up to 15 minors, and if you get a major, you fail. So I was just like, no, it could be a minor. You know what? Let's just carry on going. So yeah, a major is just anything that can be serious or dangerous to others around you or you. So yeah, don't be scared if you get anything wrong, because it could be a minor. Say like you don't indicate on a roundabout but no one's around, then that could be a minor because you weren't dangerous to anyone else. But if other drivers are there and you didn't indicate that you're turning right, that could be a major and you can flop your whole test. So yeah, be prepared about that. That's all it, to be fair. So this is a driving test report. So those like minors when they take, and then that's a serious or dangerous fault. And yeah, don't look at them when they're marking this, because you don't want to distract yourself. If you get a couple minors, then it's not a bad thing. But that's to say, if you get like 4 minors of the same thing, so if 4 times you didn't observe well, then you can fail, because it's it's a mistake that occurs more than once, so they know that this is a problem. Don't be scared to stall. If you stall all the time, then that could be a problem, or if you stall in a dangerous scenario, then that could be a problem. But if you're driving through a residential area and you stall because something happened, your clutch control weren't great enough, then don't panic, because it could be a minor. But yeah, guys, that's it. Hopefully when you got your test, you will have this as well, and it will be all great. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Queen to Rose, just like and share. Queen to Rose, just like and share. Just like and share. Just like and share. Just like and share.